God bless everyone, AAG are not working, gas rifles work. Today we will show you how to set up your GBB rifle for winter season. So the winter season is here. GBBRs, according to some people, are not working, you cannot use them, just because not, it's too cold, etc. This is a lie. I've been using only gas rifles for the last 2 years, everyone in my team are also using them. So in this video we will explain to you what to do, how to do it, so it all makes sense. And so your gas replicas will work every time, so you can have fun with them. We have -5 degrees right now, everything works really well. In Finland they are playing with -18, so don't tell me gas rifles don't work. We'll start off with talking about gas itself. We have a couple different types of them. Gases are working in different pressures and producers are declaring different pressures, usually in 20 to 25 degrees. Green gas, it's the same as propane, with the difference of smelling oil and silicone oil. We don't have to grease our rifle so often, but it greases everything inside. Propane, it's a base gas of green gas. It has between 8 to 10 bars of pressure, smells like rotten egg. So it might be a problem for some not. The difference between them is that it's damn cheap. You buy 11 kg bottle once for $50 and after that you only fill it up for like $20 and you have 11 kg of gas. At the same time, this bottle costs $8 and it only has about 300 grams. After that we have a blue gas, also called 144A, a gas with low pressure, which I don't have and I don't use it. They usually use it in Asia, especially in Japan, where they have strict power restrictions. It has between 6 to 8 bar of pressure. CO2, capsule, loved by one, hated by others. It has around 700 psi. It's like 30 to 40 bars, I'm not sure. However, rifles usually work on it during winter time. The problem is that you cannot use it with most rifles. CO2 works really well with GHK, WE replicas dedicated for capsules. There are also adapters for CO2. After Devil's Mode, it's a really nice thing. We also have red gas, it's between propane, green gas and black gas. It usually has around 10 to 12 bars in 20 degrees. And we have my favorite gas for winter, black gas. It's around 14 bars, it equals to around 200 psi. And rifles work on it during the winter. Now here's why. So I'm talking about the 20 degrees, because the laws of physics apply here, so listen carefully. Gases are changing its pressure based on temperature. When we load in something that has 200 psi in 0 degrees and in 20 degrees, it will have totally different pressure. It's the same here. 200 psi declared by the manufacturer in sub-zero temperatures gives us around 7 to 8 bars, when it's colder around 6 bars. Propane, in same conditions, gives us around 4 to 5 bars, same with green gas, so it's far less. For a lot of gas rifles, especially with the heavy bolt, therefore in winter we buy stronger, more expensive gas, black gas. It is different type of gas that gives us more pressure. His downside is that, and you have to be aware of it, that it puts more strain on all the seals. So after season you have to lubricate all the seals again before season, also before you start using black gas. So now, how do you use gas correctly? Most of people would just say that you just take mag and fill it up with gas. And that would be it. Unfortunately, it's not like that. You have to, let's say, restart your mag. So you take your mag, empty all the old gas, all of it, and we are starting the reset process. Take your gas, put it in your loading port, press the valve release button, the one that opens up the valve, and we blow through with the new gas. Prepping mag this way will allow it to make the pressure inside equal. And it will get rid of all the old gas so that they won't mix. it won't happen that there will be not enough of black gas. It's in higher pressure, it expands a little bit differently, so it also works differently. So we are restarting the max. After restart we can fill them up with new gas.
Klasycznie.
Depending on the type of valve, until the whole max is full.
Magazynek będzie pełny.
You can listen to it when it fills up and it stops. In case it's double-sided valve, it will start pumping out gas the other way. We have discussed the gases, now we will move forward to preparing your rifle for winter season. I always use the same methods and products every time. I have tested a lot of type of gases, here is what I recommend, what I think works really well with the formula that manufacturers using. So it's time to disassemble our replica. Alright, so now the cleaning. We have to clean our gas rifles more often than AEG. Although the AEG you also should clean quite often. But here it's more pleasant, we don't have any gearboxes and other stupid things. That's why we are using it. GBB should, in my opinion, better, but mainly it's just more fun. So, we will start off with how to clean your replica in correct manner. You will need ear cleaning sticks, tissues, and paper towel. In my instance, Christmas themed.
Do tego.
We will also need pressured air, good thing to blow out all the dirt and dust, especially in the summer, but in winter it's also useful. Salicylic alcohol or hydrogen dioxide, something that will help us remove grease from unwanted places, for example, its hop-up backing and barrel. It can get dirty, so we should clean it. Next, cleaner. It's a nice thing to dilute all the grease mixed with dust and other things. And at last, grease itself, most important thing. A lot of people are treating gas rifles the same way as AEG. It's wrong. You can't use heavy grease because it won't work.
Bo to nam nie będzie działać.
You should treat gas rifles same way, like, maybe I shouldn't say that because YouTube, but I think you know what I mean. And what is important, to use right grease. We use low temperature grease, which are not based on water. Another physics lessons for those who don't remember. Especially in winter we have cold weather, sub-zero temperatures, and so water freezes.
Woda nam zamarza. Jeżeli używam...
If we are using grease that is based on water, then it will also freeze. Add it to replica, which when firing does not heat up like real gun, but cools everything down. Gas, when it expands, it cools down. That's why we need to use right grease for low temperatures, which will work well. I'm using super nano grease, it works in minus 60 degrees, so you can use everywhere.
Nie wiem, gdzie bym musiał po prostu używać, żeby to mi zamarzło.
Now we will move on to cleaning. We are starting on with pressured air.
Sprężonego powietrza, żeby sobie przedmuchać.
Of course, don't do it outside during snowfall like I am, but the vibe is, important.
Klimacik musi być.
We spray down everything to blow out all the dust from inside. Use it everywhere you can.
Jakieś resztki z zamka. Wszędzie, gdzie się da. Tak samo tutaj.
We pull out the nozzle, spray it, and it's clean.
Bierzemy sobie...
Now we take our cleaner, shake it up.
Wszystko nam się tutaj ogarnęło.
We are spraying the trigger assembly. The same way we spray the bolt.
Wszystko w środeczku.
Spray it. Okay, let's leave it for a second. We take our ear cleaners, we clean everything carefully on the inside with the stick, from all the nasty things inside. Slide the trigger assembly, try to clean it up inside. Look at it, it's all dirty, so I switch the side and continue with cleaning.
Jeszcze dalej.
Just to be sure, I take the tissue and wipe everything down.
Zwykłych higienicznych do nosa. I przecieramy jeszcze od góry.
Next, we spray more cleaner on the trigger assembly.
Wypryskujemy z zespołu spustowego
Let's put it aside for now. Now the insides. It's simpler, I don't use the sticks, I just use the tissues and wipe the whole thing down.
Wszystko wycieramy. Ok.
Let's use the ear stick.
Oczywiście.
Of course, clear the barrel with a ramrod. But it's so obvious thing that I don't think I need to show you this.
Już nie będę pokazywał. Ale
Now the bolt. It was previously sprayed with cleaner. We take paper. We take all the grease out.
ściągamy cały syf z zamka. Jeżeli
If I can't reach something, I don't disassemble the whole bolt, although after more intense games there are higher chances of dirt coming inside and ruining everything. Especially sand. It likes to get inside and it's really destructive.
uszkodzenie nam przez piasek, uszczelki, piasek uwielbia wchodzić wszędzie.
So we take apart the bolt and clean up the nozzle just to be sure.
Normalnie też
Please also remember to do it all carefully. The cleaner it is, the better it works. So don't be afraid to spend some time on it.
nawet sobie
Play some movies in the background, Black Hawk Down or 13 Hours in Benghazi, whatever, so it's more pleasant for you.
mieć co oglądać.
Just watch something and clean your rifle.
W wypadku buffera
Now, when it comes to buffer, I take it out
ściągam
with whole spring and just spray it with cleaner all the way. Whole buffer and everything. After that, I of course dry it with paper towel.
ręcznikiem papierowym.
Do it as precisely as possible.
Dokładnie.
It would be a waste of time if any dirt would be left inside.
Okej, do środka. W środku
Inside we can also clean it. You can also disassemble it and clean it, remove the runner and clean it with paper.
wszystko w całość. I teraz
And now lubricating. The same way, it's just up to you. You can slide out and grease the whole spring. I usually just give it a little bit on the top.
całą sprężynę. Niektórzy wpyskują trochę gazu, jak już się, trochę smaru, jak już się zamknie. Ja zawsze daję jakąś małą odrobinkę kapeczka.
Trigger assembly. The same way we spray it all the way. Press it a couple of times and reset it.
Smary nam się.
Check if everything works.
Okej, widzę, że jest wszystko.
Okay, I see that everything is greased and everything works. Now the upper, we spray it all.
Środek sobie apera też spryskujemy. Okej,
Alright, and at the end our bolt, the nozzle on the working side, on the inside.
w tej części pracującej w środku. Wszystko nam dobrze pracuje. Cały zamek.
And now the thing I said about hydrogen dioxide or salicylic alcohol.
Nakładamy na
We can either spill it on cloth, which we put on ramrod,
nałożoną na wycior i sobie przeczyszczamy
and I clean
wyciorem
everything up.
spirytusem stolicy.
Or put it on cleaning stick, which I'm doing right now.
Bardziej na szybko. Nakładam trochę na patyczek i szczyszczam.
And I clean up whole backing from the dirt that's left.
Okej.
Now what's left to do is just put the whole rifle back together.
Dodałem
We check if everything works as it should.
selektor wchodzi.
Selector is working. Everything is alright.
Magazynek
Let's put the mag in.
działa i strzela. Tak przygotowana replika.
Rifle prepared this way. Fill up with gas, fill up with black gas,
Przesmarowana do
greased with good stuff will work. No matter what I'm using, this right here is MWS.
MWS.
MWS is one of the best rifles that work in winter.
Tak samo MP7
Same thing with MP7, but also this simple Colt for $80 from Army.
za 300 zł od armii.
It will also work. Of course, it will have decreased efficiency in comparison to MWS. So here we should not fill up the whole mag, but fill up to 7-10 BBs for example. Just half of the mag.
Połowę magazynka przykładowo.
Nonetheless, it will still work. Most important is to reset, grease up, clean up.
I
Also, don't get surprised when you will have left 1/3 of battle and efficiency of your rifle will drop.
w momencie replika traci na swojej wydajności.